I can't tell you exactly how I got the contract. All I know is that someone somewhere paid a lot of money for me to fix a few data storage issues in an old government bunker high up in the Rocky Mountains. It sounded safe and profitable. They said the bunker used to belong to the DOC, but the moment I arrived, I knew that was a lie. No energy department tags, no normal protocols. Just cameras, reinforced steel doors, windowless corridors. Some rooms were sealed off with red tape bearing strange, unfamiliar symbols. I had access only to the main server core, but even there, some directories were encrypted beyond standard federal levels. One folder stood out, SCP-096_campfeed_redacted. I'm an old-school hacker. College days. Couldn't resist. Had to know. Had to see. The file took unusually long to open, like something didn't want me to. The footage came from a high-mounted camera overlooking a snowy plateau. No people, no animals. Just wind and silence. Then, at exactly the 11-second mark, it appeared. A pale figure, gaunt, hairless, white as chalk, arms so long they nearly touched the ground. It stood hunched over, face hidden, and it was crying. The crying sounded off, distorted, like a corrupted audio file. I couldn't tell if it was coming from the video or from inside my head. At the 17-second mark, the feed began to shake. A sudden burst of static, and then a sound. Not a scream, a sonic detonation. Like every emergency frequency in the world going off at once. The figure vanished from frame. The video ended. I shut off the monitor, but something wasn't right. The air in the room turned cold, sharp and metallic. I felt it behind me. Something watching. Something that shouldn't be there. I bolted from the bunker that night. It had started snowing hard, but I didn't care. I just ran. The next morning, one of the technicians was missing. The security feed showed nothing. He walked into the restroom and never came out. All that remained at his desk was a single open tab, that same video. I never told him I found it. I quit the job. Went back to Seattle. Thought I'd hide, forget. But the crying followed me. Soft at first, faint, then louder. And one night I heard it, right behind my bedroom wall. After that, people started disappearing. First my neighbor, then his wife, then their kid. The girl was found curled up on the stairs. Her eyes were gone, like they'd burned out from the inside. Her face was locked in terror. I contacted a guy I knew from DARPA, sent him what I found. He called me that night. "What you saw is real," he said. "If you even caught a glimpse, even a pixel, it's in you now." He forwarded me restricted SCP documents, leaked ones, data logs, Laxite reports, one file read, SCP-096, Object Class Euclid. Not because it's hard to contain, but because death follows in its wake. The logs described everything. How the entity reacts violently to anyone who sees its face, even a photo, a video still, a reflection. How it tracks them, regardless of distance, and how it doesn't stop until the target is dead. It's killed people on other continents, traveled through ocean floors, blasted through military bases. There are documented cases of it hunting down satellite engineers just for accidentally catching a blurred image of its face during data analysis. One incident report stood out. SCP-096-1A. A recovery team viewed a redacted frame. They were all dead in 63 seconds. I destroyed the files, burned the hard drive, smashed the flash drive, but it didn't matter, because I had already seen. I moved to Wyoming, rented an old trailer deep in the woods. No power, no mirrors, no cameras, no internet, but it still came. I heard it at night, the crying, the footsteps on the gravel. It would stand outside for hours, just sobbing. Then came the breathing from the air vents. SCP-096, the file said, enters a distressed state when viewed, hides its face with its hands, and begins sobbing. Within 20 to 30 seconds, it will identify whoever viewed it and begin moving toward them at a top speed of over 35 kilometers per hour. Termination only occurs once the target is annihilated. I tried to end my life, shot myself in the head, woke up in the IQ. I had survived, and in the stillness of the hospital, I heard it again. The weeping, this time closer. In desperation, I tracked down a former SCP agent hiding in Brazil. We spoke over an encrypted signal. His voice was barely a whisper. "He doesn't want to kill you," he said. "He has to. It's part of what he is." We tried everything: memory wipes, amnestics, orbital strikes. We buried him, burned him, launched him into the ocean. It doesn't matter. He always comes back. "You're still alive for one reason," he said. "You haven't passed him on." I found out what he meant. There are others, survivors, people who escaped death by passing the image to someone else. An email, a USB drive, a printout, a video, a social post. This thing, it's viral, a cognitive hazard. Every frame of his face is a loaded gun. Every pixel a death sentence. I'm in the dark now. No light, no sound. I've boarded up the windows, removed every lens. But he's still coming. I feel him. And tonight may be the night. Before I go, there's one thing you should know. I made a copy. Encrypted, obscured, hidden somewhere deep in the darknet. You'll only find it if you're really looking. I didn't write this to save myself. I wrote this to give you a choice. Because if you're still reading this, you've already seen too much. Don't open it. Don't search. Don't look. But if you have to know, the link is below. Are you still here? Then, maybe, you want to know what his face looks like.